The second quarter of 2025 is going to be intense, not just because of the number of games releasing, but also because Nintendo is finally set to present the Switch 2 launch lineup. While I don't expect an April or May release for the Switch 2, June starts to get a bit dicey, as both June and July have been rumored as the potential release months. So, this video might not age very well depending on when Nintendo decides to release the console. April is a packed month, though it cheats a little bit by having half of the releases being remasters. The remastered version of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos releases on the same day of the Switch 2 presentation. I remember Croc being one of the first games I played on PS1, and I think it is a fine release for people nostalgic about that era. One day later, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered launches on PC. On the 8th, Xbox gets its biggest release of the month with South of the Midnight. The previews for the game praised it, but I'm still waiting for it to really hook me. Blueprints, one of the games I played during the last Steam Next Fest, launches on the 10th. Click above if you want my thoughts on it. The Talos Principle Reawaken comes out on the same day. I played it when it first released and didn't like it. The recursive puzzles were very creative for their time, but the game tried too hard with its philosophical themes. The remaster also includes all the original DLC. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on PS5 on the 17th. I'm curious to see how it will perform because Xbox is back in April with PS5 ports. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 releases 1 week later. Its presentation at the Xbox Developer Direct was solid, and it is interesting that a Western developer is trying to make a big budget JRPG. Still, I'll probably wait for reviews to decide if I will play it or not. On the same day, SNK launches Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I wanted to get into the beta, but due to the Steam Next Fest couldn't. I hope SNK gets a win, but I'll probably wait for a price drop before picking it up. On the 25th, the remaster of Days Gone launches. I wonder how it will perform. The original sold very well, but I'm not seeing a lot of buzz behind this release. PS5 players will have another great release on the 29th with Forza Horizon 5. I played when it came out and it was by far the best racing game I played in years, so if you have a PS5, get this game. May starts off slow, with the first half just being smaller releases. That changes on the 15th with the launch of Doom: The Dark Ages, which will also be on PS5 day 1. The following day, Capcom releases Capcom Fighting Collection 2, featuring a bunch of Dreamcast-era fighters. The highlights being the Capcom vs SNK crossovers Power Stone 1 and 2 and Project Justice. Capcom keeps the ball rolling 1 week later with the remaster of Onimusha 2 for all platforms but PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. Closing May on the 30th, there's 2 releases. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma will be out on PC and Switch, but the big release will be Elden Ring Night Reign. The multiplayer roguelike took From Software fans by surprise, one of those out-of-left-field moments that occasionally happens in gaming. It will be interesting to see how it performs. It will launch on every platform except Switch. June is tricky. Normally video game launch schedules are set in stone for the next 3-4 months, but June is almost empty right now, which for me points to 2 possibilities. Either the Switch 2 is launching in June and developers are holding out announcements until after Nintendo's official presentation, or developers are avoiding June due to fears of Nintendo launching the Switch 2 in that month. On June 13, Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic releases. Who keeps buying these games? And on June 26, the big release of the month, at least as of when I'm recording this video, Death Stranding 2 comes out. The Solid Snake lookalike in the release date trailer caught everyone off guard, which certainly generated a lot of Kojimbo jokes. But I won't be surprised if this ends up being just bait, and when the game comes out, the character isn't as relevant. June still has some games with unannounced dates, mainly 2 Harvest Moon games coming to the Switch, and the PC version of Stellar Blade. These are the games releasing in the next quarter. As I said in the beginning, June is still open, so take it with a grain of salt. If you want to talk about a game I left out, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.